Alright, welcome to the second part of the Daz 3D and Daz Studio tutorials. This part we're going to focus on getting a model inside of Daz Studio 4 and messing with it, and then we'll go over all of the other export options a little bit later. So the first thing is we need to get a model such as Michael or Victoria into Daz Studio. In order to do that, we'll actually have to purchase the model. But luckily, Victoria and Michael are both free at the moment. I don't know how long that's going to last. So like I said, my advice is to download all of this free stuff now, so that if it's not free later, when you actually need it, you'll have it. So let's go over how to get Michael. The easiest way is to hit the store button here, and then go to the search box at the right hand corner, and we'll hit Michael 4 base. Typing that entire string in is you're going to get the very first one, Michael 4 base link there. We'll hit that. Excuse me, I'm a little sick. We'll go ahead and go to Michael 4 base, and that's going to bring us to the Michael 4 purchase page. And what you'll see here is you'll be able to read all the description and see what you need. And an interesting chart right here is the compatibility chart. If I were to search for a hat for Michael, I would need to make sure that the that this M4 for Michael 4 or Victoria 4 V4 here. If I was looking for a hat for Michael, I would need to make sure that all the hats I'm looking at are compatible, or this block is blue with Michael 4. Otherwise, if I were to download or purchase any other hat that wasn't compatible, when I tried to put it on Michael, it would have unexpected results. It'd be too small or too big, or it wouldn't fit right or something like that. So we'll go ahead and hit the purchase. Remember, I've already got this, so it doesn't say purchase here, but we'll add it to our cart. And we'll go through this whole process again. We'll hit checkout and go through all that. I'm going to skip that, and I'm just going to show you what you'll see in my account under available downloads. So again, we go to my account, and available downloads is right here. When you hit that, you'll be able to see 4 different links now. And instead of just buying Michael 4, we've downloaded 4 different things here. Michael 4 base, Michael 4 presets, the base power loader, and the materials. All of these are needed to use Michael 4 base, so you will have to download and install all of them. They're fairly small files, shouldn't be a big deal. We'll just hit download on all of these, and once all of these are installed, there is no particular order. I always installed them in this order, but it doesn't seem like there's any particular order that you have to install them in. So we'll go ahead and download all those, and then we'll go to the setup, and you'll see here I have the Michael 4 base setup going. So here it is. All you'll have to do is press next. And would you like to create an uninstaller? I do. So I hit next, and I accept the agreement. And we're going to be using it for Daz Studio, so leave that Daz Studio and hit next. And we're going to go ahead and install an installation path, or specify an installation path. So we'll hit next, and you will want to put it in My Documents, or Documents, Daz 3D Studio, My Library. If you hit My Library and you hit OK, it's going to change that. So again, that's users, your username, Documents, Daz 3D Studio, and My Library. We'll hit next, and we'll hit ready to install, and we'll go ahead and hit next and let it install that. Alright, it's going to tell you that a shortcut has been created on the desktop. We'll press OK, we'll hit next, and it'll ask you to install the Michael 4 base. You definitely want to do that. You can go ahead and uncheck the README, but you definitely want to install that. and installation of Michael 4 has been complete. Go ahead and click OK to finish, and now it should be ready to go. You're going to do that with all 4 of these. The same settings for the installer apply for anything you ever use with Daz. And now we'll go ahead and start up Daz Studio 4. I already have it started here. What you'll do is you'll go to Start, you'll go to Daz 3D, Daz Studio 4, and Daz Studio 4 there. So when this starts up, what you'll do is there's actually couple things you can do. What I want to do is I want to go ahead and select Michael 4 and throw him in, since we just got him in. So what we'll do is I have mine in a slightly different place. What you'll go to is you'll go to My Library, you'll go to People, and it should be right in here. It'll say Michael 4. I have mine over here. There it is, and Michael 4 is right there. We'll go ahead and click Michael 4 and drag him into the scene. Alright, and now that he's in the scene, what we can do is we can go ahead and pose him or dress him any way we want. We can go through all of our different materials. I have different materials for him. I have different poses. I usually want to keep him in a T pose. However, you can pose him in different ways if you just need somebody to like sit in a prison cell or something and not move. Then what you'll do, this has limits, so I'll grab a pose, I'll drag it to him, and it'll say, well, you have limits on. Human limits or whatever these limits are, and this pose is outside of those limits. I always turn off the limits, and that'll give us the exact pose that we were looking for. So this is a nice pose if you needed Michael or somebody to be in sort of like a prison stance, or maybe even praying at a temple or whatever it was. You can go ahead and export him just like this, and as long as he doesn't need to move or anything, this is exactly what you want. You can also do different things such as dressing him up, putting different clothes on him. I don't have a whole lot of other clothing just yet, but those are pretty much the same thing. You'll drag it to him, and you'll fit it to Michael 4. So let me find at least 1 or 2 things here that I can show you. Okay, here's something that'll help me out. We're going to use Akio, which is also free at Daz Studio or Daz3D.com. And Akio does come with a couple sets of clothing. So let's go ahead and dress her up. So the first thing we'll do is we'll go and drag this vest onto Akio, and you'll see that it fits on there just right, and everything looks good. But what a lot of people forget about, and what a lot of people forget to do, is I can grab her hand and I can move her hand just like this. Oh, and it does look like it moves. Okay. Alright, what I was going to say is if you were to drag the boots or any other piece of clothing, come on, alright, so if we were to grab the boots and we were to drag them in and not drag them to Akio, what you'll see is they don't really fit. What you'll have to do is right click and press Fit To, and we'll go to None, and we'll go to Akio 3LE and press OK or Accept, and then it fits to it. It'll move with her, and everything will work just as you would expect it to. So, and there's the rotation there.